prepared for whatever, ain't scared to endeavor. Could you reach the peak with your feet bare in the desert? Lines like a pair of edges after
Lopez, who all have committed gross obstruction of justice, racketeering under the RICO federal statutes, and committed crimes against humanity. And each and every single one should be fired with no back pay, chemically castrated, and deported. And I know County Board of Supervisor Gloria Molina and staff have their hands dirty too. Lastly, Latino Hispanics are the most vindictive, racist, and wickedly, and I'll tell you, the worst racists that I have encountered in my life have been Latinos and Hispanics, including Gloria Molina and every Latino politico. God help them. They have an agenda, and it isn't to help and edify and instill the principles of America. It's to take down this country. And God, we've seen that, the epidemic. Just walk out to East LA and you will see the crap out there.
Thank you. Your time is up.
Thank you very much.
All right, take us into closed session.
How about, after all that, how about Happy Thanksgiving to everybody? Okay.
Yeah, Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
In accordance with Brown Act requirements, notice is hereby given that the Board of Supervisors will convene in closed session to discuss item number.
How the city attorney, when I was coming down here a year ago, how they trumped up charges on me and fabricated and tried to charge me with a crime that they know I didn't commit, and prosecuted me, but they didn't convict me. They dismissed it in furtherance of justice because they knew I didn't commit the crime. African Americans, you know, it seems like our rights are loaned to us and not owned by us. And Weston's not, he's not a Sambo or Uncle Tom. I mean, when the majority say go to the left and you know we got to go to the right, you got to go with the majority. What else can he do?
Thank you, sir. Next speaker.
Transfer of funds from the services and supplies to reimburse the Sheriff's Special Appropriation Fund until you county big enchiladas do your legally mandated jobs, and that is to fire, arrest, and deport all East Los Angeles pathological, perjurious gangbangers in uniform and or dirty Latino, Hispanic, Gabacho, racist, rent-a-cop, bulldog deputies. And the partial list are the following: Valencia, Aguirre, Cruz, Lomelli, Duran, Gonzalez, Pacheco, Malandrino, Spears, Female Para, Female Sandoval, Female Farias, Jay Murillo, Hector Andujo, Henry Romero, George Bernal, Daniel Lopez, Pedro Mejia, and the dispatchers. The above-mentioned mentally twisted and evil homicidal maniacs have committed gross obstruction of justice, Chango monopolies, IIED, tampering with evidence, eliciting false and coerced testimonies, physical and mental duress, racketeering under RICO federal statutes, crimes against humanity, blatant discrimination and overt racism, crimes against women, deprivation of human rights, constitutional rights and civil rights violations, denial of the right to own and enjoy one's own personal and real property, conspiracy to grand theft, burglary and property damage, false imprisonment, physical and verbal threats, libel, slander, and defamation, gang affiliations with domestic terroristic threats, possession of drugs and weapons, cruel and unusual punishment, fear and intimidation, organized crime, criminal stalking and criminal harassment 24/7, ID theft, bullying 24/7, destruction of evidence, extortion, bribery, fraud, and corruption, denial of due process rights, and denial of equal protection under the law by the criminal, illegal, reptilian, savage gangbangers in uniform for the Sheriff's Department who need to be fired with no back pay and be chemically castrated and finally deported and stripped off their American citizenship for fraud and treason, or should I say high treason, against all American legal law-abiding citizens. In sum, they hate pilots and military veterans because they're jealous. These unethical individuals should have been fired long time ago. They do not follow the rule of law. Therefore, LA County Big Enchiladas, start hiring military veterans, hoorah-rah, military veterans, hoorah-rah, military veterans, hoorah-rah, and pilots. They will be professional, tactful, elegant, classy, as you see, board member Antonovich and Kanabe, such elegance, such tactfulness, such professionalism, and such intelligence. Thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Next speaker, please.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. Arnold Sachs. Happy New Year.
Asylum and no amnesty status, and no foreclosure or no modification protection to all illegals and gangbangers. And as you have seen, County Board Supervisor Gloria Molina has been aiding and abetting and has been an accessory to these illegals and criminal aliens who are committing crimes against legal law-abiding American citizens. And don't forget, we have a chronic homelessness of military veterans, their families, and pilots who are living at the LAX trailers. Where's your agenda? We know you're there to support the wetbacks. Having said that, we're putting the following on notice for willfully and recklessly endangering all pilots, all United States military veterans, and all...
Please. The reason I'm asking is that I said the last time when she used wetbacks, that's like using nigger, and I'm not going to allow you to do it. I'm not going to allow you to do it. Now, if he can tell you that... I'm sorry, I do not call you a wetback or a nigger.
Hello.
You went like this. What does that mean?
Hold on.
Well,
may I?
It speaks for itself.
May I make a request of you?
Would you please not use that term? You can go ahead and say anything else you want about me.
Well, I'll come up with another one. But
I know
you
you will.
deny my ethnicity.
I'm just
I am a Mexican American.
I'm just
okay?
asking you.
I don't get offended when they say it to me.
Ms.
I am
Ramirez.
asking you.
Do you mind if I continue my, again, can I get
Please,
my
could you
minutes
ask her
reimbursed?
to not use that term?
Please proceed. But we really respectfully request.
Okay. Having said that, we're putting the following on notice. Obama administration, the Department of Justice, primarily Eric Holder, Camilla Harris, and Lenny Brewer. The Supreme Court justices, the INS, starting with ex-Commissioner Doris Meissner. Homeland Security, Janet Napolitano. The Immigration Appeals judges. The State Bar, the Judicial Performance Commission, the DMV Director, George Valverde, the unethical, bogus FBI, the ATF, and the contemptuous ACLU. And do you mind not standing over me? I'm not a criminal.
Hold
okay,
on.
do you mind?
No. Would you proceed? He has a job to do.
He could stand over there. You know what? I don't need to be intimidated. If that's what you're doing, Mark Ridley Thomas, you know, that is, again, that's abusing your position and his.
We don't
He's
want
only
you
too
to
happy
be,
to do that.
We don't want you to be intimidated, but we do
I
want you...
really would like that because I don't like
50 seconds remaining. Use them wisely, please.
I say use it wisely. Don't abuse your power, okay? If you cannot be objective, then you're not fit to sit in the chairman's position, okay? Again, any jackass can abuse their position, but not any jackass can be objective. You obviously have not qualified Mark Ridley Thomas. You're another Gloria Molina. You both go hand in hand. No wonder we are in shambles in the county. But so help me God, we are going to clean up the mess here. And we are going to get our homeless military veterans housed and our pilots and all legal law-abiding American citizens, not wetbacks.
Now, we made a request of you. Now, I can tell you racial epithets just won't be tolerated. And County Council, you need to be prepared to acknowledge the fact that a request was made. I construed that behavior and those remarks as being disruptive. And to the extent that that is the case, there is a provision to deal with disorderly behavior in this body. Be prepared to invoke it as relates to Ms. Ramirez. Sir, please proceed.
Here in good honor. I've been coming to this board for over 25 years, and I wondered what happened to the old supervisors that had your seat.
Yeah.
Okay, because all of them had, people talked bad about them, the one who had it before you. You are the worst supervisor ever. How is it that I come down here to meet with your office, and your office said they're going to meet with me and nobody met? My gold medalist, Olympic winner, Gabby Douglas, I was supposed to meet with you to have her come out for the event. You never met with our office. Instead, you sent the Pele PD down to Leimert Park to arrest anybody that came there for the Ma'at Festival that was requested by the person who had the seat before you, Yvonne Brathwaite Burke. I didn't understand at first why God told me to stop the march we were going to do last year with you honoring Martin Luther King till now. You cannot represent Martin Luther King. You are a defile to your race and to your people. I've met everybody down here. I live in Gloria Molina's district. Wonderful supervisor. All these supervisors down here, wonderful. You the pits. She had a wonderful celebration in Highland Park. They had snow machines. They had horses. They had animals. What did you put in the Myrtle Park? Police. Everybody's area was fabulous except for us. What am I supposed to do next year? Organize buses and take them to all you guys, different districts where you have something for your people? And plus, whoever is the supervisor over Orange County, my God's children have been arrested and put into foster care because their mother is black and their father is white, because the child drew a picture that said he's a prophet and those are angels. Let me tell you something. The Bible says we are all Christ. Don't look for one person. It's all of us. 2012, what does it mean? 2012 means the awakening. Okay, everybody's supposed to wake up. We're supposed to leave the dark ages, come to the light. Instead, we're going backwards in time. What kind of insanity is this? I come to meet with an office, and nobody in your whole office, maybe except for one person, the lady who does calendars. Everybody else they need to fire. What are you people here for? The government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth. We're the reasons you're here. Our tax dollars pay for you to be here. We're supposed to be the supervisor over what's going on in your district. Instead, what are you doing? You're causing anarchy, tyranny. They say they're going to tear up Lemert Park after the Martin Luther King parade next year. That they're going to dig 100 feet down by the mountain. What kind of insanity is that? Don't you know? You don't have to be a genealogist to know what that's getting ready to do. 100 feet down by a mountain, that's insanity. You won't build 100 feet down from some baking soda of some clay right here. It's going to collapse. So this is what you're doing as supervisor. You helping your people? Please, these people are helping their people. You not.
We thank you for your testimony. Next speaker, please.
From that earthquake state, like, yeah, it's a rough world. Can't move me in the jacuzzi with a fluff girl underground like magma. Molten plasma, that mean when I come out, volcanic disaster. Avalon, the beast with a belly of hot coals. Wasabi, coke lines, all in your nose. Nagasaki. Kill them all with one shot. Disease to me is white people, no sunblock. Century on the beat. Heat up your amp wires, I drink gasoline. Piss on your campfire, sniper's rifle upon my cheek. 100 rounds light up whenever I speak. Copper tops the precious, it's like electric. Positive, negative, light up fluorescence. Shining the filament in a light bulb. Rhyming is killing it, I'm just getting warmed up.